This 3-ton SUV just turned all the way around, without moving an inch. Watch the wheels. They're spinning in opposite directions. And this one, it's floating, on purpose, driving through a flooded street like a slow boat. Neither of these is a concept car. Neither one is a CGI ad. These are real cars, on real roads in China, right now. And honestly, they're just the warm-up, because Chinese cars are doing 5 things that, to an American driver, look flat out impossible. Charging in 5 minutes, swapping a dead battery in 3, self-driving help thrown in for free. And by the end, you'll see the catch, because almost none of it is allowed anywhere near your driveway. Let's start with the one you just saw. It's called the Yangwang U8 from BYD, the biggest electric car company on Earth. And that spin? They call it a tank turn. Most cars turn by steering the front wheels and driving in an arc. The U8 doesn't. It has 4 separate electric motors, one for each wheel, so it can spin the wheels on the left one way and the wheels on the right the other way. The whole 3-ton truck rotates in place, almost a full circle, in a space barely longer than the car itself. Picture pulling that off in a packed parking lot, while everyone stares. There's no trick, just 4 motors and a computer, doing something a normal car physically cannot. And once you can control each wheel on its own, you can do things that sound made up. Like turning your SUV into a boat. The same U8 can seal itself up and float on water for up to 30 minutes, paddling forward by spinning its wheels. Now, BYD is careful here, and so am I. This is an emergency feature. It's built for flash floods, for the moment a road turns into a river and you need to get out. They tell owners not to treat it like a jet ski, but sit with what that means. The engineers looked at a 3-ton luxury truck and decided it should also survive going into a lake. And it works. Owners have filmed themselves doing it. It costs about $150,000, so no, it isn't cheap. But hold on to that price, because the technology inside it never stays expensive for long. Here's the one that I think matters most. The biggest knock on electric cars has always been the same. Charging takes forever. You pull over, you plug in, and you wait. 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So in 2025, BYD released the Super E platform. It charges at 1 megawatt, 1,000 kilowatts. In plain terms, 5 minutes plugged in gives you about 250 miles of range. 5 minutes. That's the time it takes to fill a gas tank and grab a coffee. It's the world's first 1,000-volt system in a mass production car. The biggest EV magazine in the West named it their Technology of the Year. The single biggest reason people don't buy electric just got erased. Not in a lab, on sale. Quick question, because I'm genuinely curious where you land. Which one breaks your brain the most so far? 1, the tank turn. 2, the floating. 3, the 5-minute charge. Drop the number in the comments, because the next 2 might be even crazier. Because some Chinese drivers don't charge at all. There's a company called NIO, and they asked a strange question. What if waiting to charge is the wrong problem? What if you just swap the empty battery for a full one? So you pull into a station, you stay in your seat, and underneath the car, robots unbolt your dead battery and slide in a fully charged one. The whole thing takes under 3 minutes. You never touch a cable, you never get out. It's a pit stop for your car. And this isn't one station in a tech demo. NIO is on track for around 4,600 of these swap stations by the end of 2026. The West mostly looked at battery swapping and gave up. NIO went and built a country-sized network of it. And then there's the one that hits your wallet. In America, the smart driver assist features, the stuff that steers and brakes for you on the highway, that's a premium add-on. Tesla charges thousands of dollars for its system. BYD looked at that and did the opposite. They put their driver assist system, the one they call God's Eye, across their whole lineup, including their cheap cars, for free.
To be clear, this is assisted driving, not a robot that drives you home while you nap. But getting it free on a $20,000 car is something American buyers simply cannot do. And that's before we talk about the inside. Screens the size of a TV, a voice assistant that actually understands you, karaoke, a built-in fridge, a car that parks itself while you stand on the curb and watch. The car stopped being a car. It became a phone you can sit inside.
Now here's where it stops being fun and starts being serious. Because the scary part was never the floating SUV. The scary part is how fast the expensive stuff becomes cheap. That 5-minute charging, the battery swaps, the free driver assist, none of it stays locked inside $100,000 flagships. It drops into $15,000 and $20,000 cars within a year or two. Chinese car makers redesign a car in about 18 months. In the West, that can take 4 years or more.
So every year, the distance between what their cars do and what yours does gets wider, not smaller. This is not a country catching up. This is a country pulling ahead, in real time, on camera. And here's the catch I promised you. Almost none of this is coming to your driveway. The United States put a 100% tariff on Chinese electric cars. That doubles the price at the border and effectively keeps them out. The 5-minute chargers aren't being built for you. The swap stations aren't coming to your town. The cheap car with free driver assist isn't at your dealer, and it isn't going to be.
So you can watch all of it on a screen, the way you just did. You simply can't buy any of it. While most of the planet test drives the future, America is standing on the other side of the glass, looking in. So be honest with me. Out of all 5, which one do you actually want in your driveway? And the bigger question, the one I keep going back and forth on, does America ever catch up here? Or is this lead already permanent? Tell me below. I read every single one. Because the future of the car isn't coming. It's already here. It's just parked on the wrong side of the world.